Good morning, everybody. Fossil Bill here, doing a check-in video after the estate sale that I went to yesterday to show off some of the things I got. And here we go. So I scored a couple of pieces of synthetic quartz. Interesting stuff. It's lab grown. You can see where the anodes went in to start the crystals. This is going to be used for doing caps on softer stones like opals, doing doublets or triplets. It's clear, it's flawless. That way I don't have to worry about having to get crystal clean, pure quartz, optical quartz to do it with, especially when I run out of the pieces from that kit that I got. I got some nice pieces of sunset from Richardson's Ranch. Even the small little piece will cut a really nice, sweet little cab. So there's those. I paid by the pound for those. One of the specialties of the gentleman whose estate it was iris agate. And I got some really nice agates out of their slab bin that do have some iris. I'll just go wet this one down here, or one of the nicer ones, well, one of the thin ones here. And then light it from behind. See if we can get any of the iris to pop up. There is no sun today, and it shows up best in the sun. Oh. But, nope, it's unfocused the beam. It's going to be really beautiful when polished. It's just, it doesn't show up real awful well using artificial light, because it's basically the splitting of the spectrum within the layers of the agate and showing a rainbow color. But that's all the slabs that I got out of their slab bin by the pound. Some of it has moss in it. Some of it's orange and has like carnelian zones in it. There's some end cuts that I picked up. I picked up a nice piece of sunset out of there. Some of them are full slices. Some of them are cut really, really thin. There's some really interesting shapes. A lot of the iris stuff is from Indonesia. Some of it is from Brazil. I also got a really nice slab of partially opalized petrified wood. Really nice thick slab that'll cut some really nice high dome cabochons. Got this chunk of agate. Nice and translucent for the thickness of that. Really nice and thick. I'm going to get some slices out of that. I'll have my friend slice that up for me. Pays to have friends with equipment that you can't store. Got these nice smoky quartz crystals. Got this interesting piece. It looks like it's got malachite in it, and it's either topped with calcite or fluorite. I'm not sure which. I'll have to do a small test on a piece to see if I put like vinegar on it, if it bubbles. And if it does, it's calcite. If it doesn't, then it's probably fluorite. But you can see the layers in it and the depth in the crystals. The crystals are clearish. What gives it the green is the malachite that formed underneath it. I didn't get a location with that piece, but it's really cool. And then we've got some botryoidal fibrous malachite that formed in veins in this rock here. Probably from the Congo, but not 100% sure. No location with these specimens, unfortunately. But still pretty nice specimens. Got this nice piece of plume agate that I'm going to polish up the ends on. Not as much plume on that side, it's kind of deep there. But I'm going to polish up both sides on that and make a specimen piece out of it for my Etsy shop. Then I got all these bags of things. Little yellow apatite crystals, probably from Durango, Mexico. That's the most common location for these. And since I have no location for it, I'm going to assume that they're from the most common location. Got some crazy lace. These are all polished slab pieces. So I'm going to take them and I'm going to cut calves out of them. Got some sunset. This is a really nice piece of sunset. It's got a somewhat semi-flat back on it, so I'm just going to dome that and reshape it. Got some plume. More plume. Botswana. The plume is local. Botswana agate is from Africa. Well, the white plume, this is Graveyard Point. I'm not sure about the other plumes, where they're from. This is some iris agate. That's just a tumbled slab of it. But yeah, I got all these little bags. That's some nice Australian chrysoprase. Some agate with a white edge on it. Some more plumy stuff and some butterscotch looking agate with some dendrites and plumes. This one here actually has a channel cut around it, so all I have to do is put a wire around it and put a bail on top. And that'll be ready. There's another piece of Botswana. And this bag has some agate slices that are polished, some Botswana, some reddish plume, dendritic plume, just a whole variety of stuff. These were all in individual bags. I already tossed out the bags and just put them in a big bag to show off. But there's some really cool stuff in here. And then this was the score of the show. You'll see a price on here. This is really rare material. This is Trent agate, which is very rare to find. And it is material that was mined from the 1960s to the early 1970s when the mine was closed due to an accident. And it never reopened. So this material is only found in very old collections. This is a polished slab. Larger slabs of this material go for multiple hundreds of dollars. And it has stibnite needles in it, which are lead metallic or mineral needle, fibrous mineral. And they had degraded to, what is it, realgar and orpiment inside this agate. And this is just a spectacular piece. If I can get my flashlight to work here. It's pretty much dead. It is just really translucent, has lots of needles, has nice bubbly orange bands in it, and the cabochons that get cut out of this material sell for like $200 usually in high quality material. So I'm going to be taking this tumbled slab and probably cutting 3 cabs out of it and putting them out on the market. I have a friend that this was the first piece out of decades of collecting agates that he has ever laid his hands on. So this is really rare material, and I was really lucky to get it. It's a real big score. So that is probably my biggest find of the whole show, was this. And it is absolutely gorgeous. So, there we have it. That's my finds from this estate sale. And I am going later today to go to the Hillsborough Gem Fair, and I will be doing a video on that show and showing also what I get there. So stay tuned. And I also have 2 new materials in my tumbler this week. I have labradorite in my big vibratory tumbler, and I have mahogany obsidian tears in my small vibratory tumbler, which I will be doing check-in videos on those 2 materials as they move on to the next phase today. So look forward to those within the next, either today or tomorrow. So stay tuned. Thank you for following me on my journey, and rock on. Love you guys.